Hello everyone, this is Lewis from the Immutable project. This video is long overdue and I apologize for that, but I've been held back by some health issues that many of you are aware of, followed by COVID, which I'm currently dealing with. Gotta tell you, it's the nastiest flu I've had in a while, but I'll kick it. So I want to show you what the Immutable DARA currently looks like and how it works. This is what our beta testers have seen, and it is absolutely beyond anything we've originally set out to do. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to be connecting to the Immutable DARA using a wallet which has some test BNB and test DARA, both of which we do provide to our beta testers. So I have a wallet created, and let's call it DARA demo. The creation process is simple, just by following MetaMask's guides, which we will also cover in detail in other videos. Now, for the purpose of beta testing, we're operating on the testnet chain. Now, I'm going to click on DARA Dashboard, and I have this account with 0 test BNB and 0 test DARA. We'll log in with that. I'm going to select this account for now. Click and sign here, and now successful authentication. Now, this is the main dashboard. As you can see, it identifies your wallet address, shows you the current premium transaction fee, which is currently at 2 DARA. Premium transaction fees, these cover things like excessively large IPFS submissions and signing any transaction on blockchain, since this actually does incur transaction fees. Obviously, in this case, we're using test DARA. So without any DARA, I'm simply gonna, let's say, I'm gonna take an article. I'm going to open up an article here, one of Medium's articles, and I'm going to try to store it live to show you how this works. So this is the page. I'm going to click on the extension. There we go. Now I have this option which says storing 1, 2, 3, 4. Click store file on IPFS and have a look what happened. Now this table has updated. It shows the URL being stored. It shows the IPFS hash for it, as well as a link. So this is the hash, this is the size of the page. And the interesting thing is now we've incorporated a compression technology. So the page is stored as a single file HTML, which has all the images and other storable data rendered inline. So there's no external files, it's a single file. And also we've incorporated compression in there, so that resulting file gets compressed, gzip compression. And our IPFS gateway has a built-in sort of ability to add the headers telling the web browser that the data you're receiving is compressed, which causes the browser in turn to decompress the data on the fly. So have a look here, view on the Immutable, and now this is on the IPFS. This is literally stored on IPFS cluster, exactly what you had. And if you look at this picture, for example, if I say open in a new tab, notice it's a data stream. It is an inline base 64 chunk of data. It is not dependent on an external source. Everything you need is within one file. Let's have another look here, try another article. Rosetta Stone. This is on Wikipedia, and I'm gonna click save it. Here we go, storing this article. I'm gonna click on store to IPFS, and here it is. View the content, bam, and exactly the same concept where the images are embedded in line. Okay, so as you can see, we're able to store content on IPFS and retrieve it beautifully. However, you may have noticed this particular button right here stays grayed out. So this is how you're able to store your IPFS hash along with your wallet address as an identifier if you so wish to associate it. The idea here is that once it's on blockchain, it'll always be there. And the fact that you're able to associate the IPFS hash with your wallet address, it gives you that ownership record. It gives you proof of ownership that you're the person that has submitted this IPFS hash before anybody else. So let me move in, let's say 100. MetaMask is going to prompt me to approve the transaction just like any normal transfer. Here we are. We're going to confirm the transaction is created. It's submitted. Now we're waiting for the blockchain confirmation. There we go. Confirm transaction, and now you currently have 100 DARA credits. So let's try an article of some sort. This actually caught my eye. It's a patent for what appears to be a time machine. Quite a long article. Right. Anyhow, here we go. Just gonna click on here, and I'm gonna store this on IPFS. Store hash on blockchain. This button is no longer grayed out, and I will store it with the wallet address. So I'm gonna click here, and transaction is completed. So I'll close all of this, and we're gonna go to log into my dashboard. MetaMask, here we are, sign, and we are in. Now notice this is the original article, this is the hash of the article, this is the transaction on BSC scan. This is always going to be there. Interesting part is, even if our viewer ceases to exist for one reason or the other, you can view this data as UTF-8, and you will see here's the IPFS hash, and here's the wallet address. And to confirm this wallet address, starting 78B ending with F6F. There it is, 78B F6F. And if you want to compare the IPFS hash, I can actually copy it from here. Notice this 3GK, and I can go and click fetch content by IPFS hash, and here it is. The other cool thing is I can fetch the content by the transaction. So if you have the blockchain transaction hash, you can click it in here, and you give it a second. Here's the link for the IPFS gateway, and it tells you who it's been signed by. So let's do this one more time. I mean, here, you know what, for the, as they say, for fun, I'm gonna store this page. So I'm literally storing the BSC scan test page. Sorry, the BSC scan transaction page. So store an IPFS. There it is. It's been stored. And I'm going to sign it anonymously this time. And give it a second. There we are. So here's my IPFS hash being loaded on our gateway. And as always, all the data is embedded in line. So even this is SVG. Right, and here let's view the transaction. This is the transaction. I can take this and even fetch the content by blockchain hash. Notice here it'll only give me the IPFS hash or the IPFS CID. It does not show a wallet address since we have signed it anonymously. So this is it in a nutshell as of now, and more and more features are being added to this. I'm excited to have shared this with you, and I really hope you guys would give us your positive feedback, and stay tuned for the next one.